That's the kind of message I'm sending. That's the kind of artist I'm trying to be. One that empowers others, because there's no reason we should all be so sad, so upset on this rock we call Earth, in this country we call America, everybody in so much debt they can't even be nice to each other anymore. And I live in the South. Okay, so it started snowing, and I saw it as a nice little opportunity to talk. Maybe just jumped over that little water stream. Pretty cool. Just enjoying the snow and stuff. But I saw this as an opportunity to, talk a little bit about whatever might be on my mind. I don't think I have too much for you right now today. But at least the scenery is nice, That's pretty cool. But what was on my mind a little bit is I kind of want to talk to people who consider themselves artists. Because it seems like nowadays there's more and more animosity simply for being or believing you can be different than everybody else surrounding you. So I congratulate you, because I'm sure you've already experienced plenty of it if that's how you identify yourself. My thing, because you already identify yourself as an artist, you should already be, or probably already are, under the understanding that everything isn't for you. You have a specific goal on what you want to do, how you want to live your life, what you want it to be. Oh, I thought that was a person. It's just a stump. Look at me being scared. Oh, that's a squirrel. Oh, man. Can't catch it on the camera. But you already have some kind of understanding of how you want to live your life. I'm not trying to give you or tell you how to live your life. I just want to be able to share and enable those who consider themselves artistic to do and be such. Consumerism and materialism. They will be your greatest downfalls as an artist. Guaranteed. That'll be what keeps you away from doing what you actually want to be doing. Whew. Most people, I don't know how old you are, but most people already know our country runs on debt. Look at this giant fallen tree I'm about to sit on. Our country functions on debt. It's quite obvious. Don't need a long-winded explanation about that. But essentially, how you'll find yourself in that debt are the problems. And the problems you have to deal with within yourself. Can't nobody really help you be less of a consumer and be less materialistic and understand your own financial literacy better. But whatever you want to do in the future, it all starts with the decisions you're making today. And obviously, most people, yes, everybody already has debt. If you're an adult, at least, you've already accrued some debt some way, whether it be a credit card, a school, or your car. There's not pretty much anybody who has zero debt. But obviously, you should be keeping your debt as minimal as possible, because that's how you'll find the actual freedom to be able to pursue the things that you want to do and be able to make the art. Well, obviously, that's the same thing. So, yeah. Still new to making these videos. But really, I just want to help anybody who identifies themselves as an artist, or even if you don't. You know what I'm saying? You obviously shouldn't put yourself in a bunch of debt where you're going to have to be slaving away working for somebody you don't want to work for. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the goal in financial freedom is to acquire enough wealth so that you can generate wealth without having to work for others. The goal is to work for yourself. Debt will be a huge hindrance in that process, obviously. But in our country, it's so normalized to take on so much of it. And then when the consequences actually, come to fruition, they ask for things like debt relief. You know what I'm saying? It's like, think these fairy tale wishes the politicians say but will never make come true. So essentially, in America, to dodge a major hurdle that most Americans are sad and upset because they're dealing with, let go of the consumerism. Let go of the materialism. Because guess what? Even if you're into all of that, somebody's always going to have something better, something bigger, nicer, faster. I heard something. I'm wondering what animal it might be. But yeah, there's no satisfaction. There's no end to it. You know what I'm saying? A certain contentness needs to be met within yourself. I don't know if you need to I don't know if you need to meditate, talk to God, do whatever you need to do. But understand that nothing's wrong with your life, whatever position you're in. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, you can do plenty of things to change the position your life is in. But let's not do things like buying a brand new car that's super expensive that you're going to be paying on for the next, I don't know, 5 to 10 years or something. And now you can't do anything but drive that car from your house into work because you have to work so much to keep up with the car that you can't do anything. There are too many people in that circumstance, in that situation, and creative people, artistic people, people I know have talent and I want to see do more and work, but it ultimately comes back to what really hinders most young artists and artists in general is their own debt and trying to keep up with the Joneses. It's really sad because as an artist, obviously you should be of the thinking of a different process. You know what I'm saying? Understanding that the way that everybody's living their life doesn't really make a lot of sense. You should be seeing a lot of these cracks in our society. And that's probably what led you to become an artist or create something, whatever it may be. So I assume, sorry, I'm walking back uphill again. I'm just getting curious about, having fun. But this area looks nice. Big tree. But what was I saying? I almost forgot. Yes, artists viewing life differently. Okay. A lot of people don't understand, firstly, living under their means. Real talk. Secondly, a lot of people don't understand that the American system of debt is what it is, so that you are always constantly taking on new debt so you can't not work for them. So you're essentially, they got rid of whips and chains, you know what I'm saying? But now everybody's a wage slave. They pay you nothing. You can't afford nothing. Wow, this hill is pretty steep. I might have to take a minute. They pay you nothing. You feel me? You can't afford anything. So you end up having to take on more debt to even participate in the work. A lot of times, a lot of people are in a really bad situation. I'm not about to talk about economics and harp on that too much, because really, this is a conversation about being an artist and escaping the system, okay? And the number one thing that will keep you in that system is debt. And not enough people are talking about it. Oh, and I have so many friends. I've been creative, my whole life. So I have a lot of friends I've either collaborated on things with or met through things like such. And a lot of them aren't doing as much as they want to be doing, or aren't able to create as freely as they'd like to because of some very simple, poor decisions I know they would have reversed if they had, wow, it's steep. If they had any ability to go back. And it's really sad because it's the world needs more art. The world needs more truth. The world needs more beauty and more connection. And money always finds a way to get in the way of it. That's truly the conversation. I hope it was helpful. I guess it didn't end up being as motivational as I thought it would be. Maybe let me try here. Once you do have a mindset of knowing that, yes, these people are going to go against what I believe. Yes, these people want to live their lives in a way that I don't believe is the right way. Yes, I might always be considered in some negative light by society. But guess what? I still get to be free. Freedom over everything. That's the number one principle of America. And as I'm sure you've heard plenty of people say, America has been corporatized. Therefore, your freedom is no longer anyone's primary focus but your own. Nobody's going to be able to save you, especially when you're spending trying to keep up with the Joneses. So maybe this can motivate you to be more content with where your life is. There's nothing wrong with whatever's going on in your life. As long as you're able to create and express yourself, that's a privilege, that's a blessing, and I believe you should be using it as much as possible. So I guess trying to put a little cherry, almost fell. Trying to put a little cherry on top for the end there. It is so nice out here though. I know I messed up the recordings a lot, and you guys probably won't get to see the deer unless I edit them in. But it was definitely a great time talking with y'all. Probably be doing more of this, but obviously it won't always be in the snow and this nice. So hopefully we could just at least enjoy that. And man, I want to see what you create. Send me your passions. Send me your projects. I am all for it. And if we are into anything similar, I'd love to work on more and more of anything with anyone. That's the kind of message I'm sending. That's the kind of artist I'm trying to be. One that empowers others, because there's no reason we should all be so sad, so upset on this rock we call Earth, in this country we call America. Everybody in so much debt they can't even be nice to each other anymore. And I live in the South, you know what I'm saying? And I've seen the change. I am 24, about to be 25 this year. I was born in 2000. You know what I'm saying? I'm not too old, but I'm definitely not too young. So I got to see technology be incorporated into all of this and how things have changed and influenced people to make the kind of choices we see today. So hey, keep your head on your shoulders. Try to keep something positive in your mindset, in your ears, in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? In your heart. And yeah, I want to see the best for y'all. Everyone. Even if you're hating, bro, I hope you can create something, because hating ain't creating. Destruction is so much easier than doing something yourself. And that's why so many people are afraid to even be artists or follow their passions. You know what I'm saying? So never let any of these people scare you. They're too scared of themselves to even do what they want to do for real. Woo, now I'm walking back downhill and it's getting a little slippery. I might have to take a different route. I'm just wandering aimlessly. So I think that's the end of the video. I think we covered everything. I definitely have to do some editing, but I don't know. Hopefully this ends up nice. Hopefully at least one person out there likes it. I know at least my artist friends need to hear this, so I'm going to put it out to everybody, because maybe, just maybe, it can help somebody too, you know? So have a good one. I'm Trent, you know what I'm saying? I love to make music. I love to have fun. I'm just trying to live a happy life. A lot of people should too. But you know, obviously there's a lot of stuff that gets in the way in this life, so trust me, I understand. I'm dealing with plenty myself. But therapy is really nice. I recommend it. Have a good one.